Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello and welcome to another week's episode of Spare Parts Racing. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
And friends, we have, I think, quite a bit to talk about this week. We have a fun race in Vegas. Not really, but a lot happened and a lot of fun stuff after it happened that we're going to go through. We have a surprise, not surprise signing an Indycar to talk about, and also some spicy text messages from NASCAR execs. Not the Christian Horner type. So,
I don't know if that's better or worse.
we'll get to it. So without further ado, how are you guys doing this week?
I finally won a fantasy matchup for the first time in weeks, but I'm still in last place in our league, so womp womp.
I gave up on fantasy week 2? I don't know. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, the holiday vibes are vibing. I'm
They are.
almost done work for the holidays, so happiness all around.
We are a month
How
out from
about you?
Christmas.
Yeah, but I finish work. My last day of work is December 12th.
How the fuck? What job do you have? That is...
I didn't take any vacation this year, so I just saved it up and took it for Christmas. So I've got like almost 3 weeks off
Damn. I get
before the
a
new
week,
year.
I get a week and a half off, so that's the best I got. Steven, what do you get off this year?
2 weeks.
Oh, I was expecting you to stay 2 days with your company.
No.
Fair enough,
Just
fair
2
enough.
days.
But yes, holidays
Now we
are...
all need a break.
Yeah, holidays are approaching. We have these disgusting pitch black at 4 p.m. days now.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
know.
And, you know, the fact that it got dark earlier, I think made it easier actually to stay up for Vegas.
I
Did it?
disagree.
I
I'm
think...
also horrible at staying up. Horrible. These night races need to stop, okay, F1? I am too old for this.
Listen, I think actually it wasn't that hard to stay up for these. It was only an 11 o'clock start. That's not so bad. The real issue was the race itself, I think, putting people to sleep. So
True.
just it's not a you problem. It was the F1 race problem. You know, Vegas, I'll say
Thank
it was a
you.
boring race.
It was boring
Yeah.
until after.
Yeah. When everyone woke up and was
Hours
like, wait,
after.
what?
Everyone woke up and was like, it's Christmas. Wow.
Basically. We'll get to that part after.
What a
But-
gift.
The race itself, pretty interesting race weekend, I think, because we didn't really get a session that really, I guess, replicated race conditions, right? The first one on Friday, like the first practice was kind of, I guess, like cold and like a little damp. Then the Saturday, which is, I guess, Friday, qualifying was in the wet.
Right. Yeah.
So they never really had a good, I would say, like, you know, chance to dial the cards. And qualifying for this race was probably, I think, the highlight actually of the race weekend. Did y'all enjoy qualifying for it?
As much as you can enjoy.
Honest to goodness, I
Did you
don't
watch
remember it.
qualifying? God damn it! It was wet qualifying. How do you not stay up for that?
I think I watched it.
Listen,
I honestly don't
They were
know.
literally on wets to start it. I was heartbroken because Stroll missed out on Q3 when he was putting in great times, but he switched to the inters like just too soon in Q2.
Roll the dice at the wrong time.
I mean, it's Vegas. Where else are you gonna roll the dice? Uh-huh.
Uh,
I know. Terrible. But yeah, I enjoyed qualifying a lot. You had a really close match, I think, between Norris and Verstappen in the end. Hamilton was P20. Maybe that's the way to remember it, because he got knocked out immediately.
Yeah, that was brutal. It was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I enjoyed it. We go to the race. Race starts off kind of chaotically. Why did I say Russell? Lando runs wide. Max takes the lead. I don't know what he was doing there.
Who?
Lando?
Norris.
Yeah,
he was covering off the inside and hoping to either, I don't know, get Max to take a penalty, or I don't know. But he chose to defend the inside, and that's probably the right move, I think. He just also heavily misjudged the braking zone.
Yeah. Runs her in deep.
Actually, you know what? Did you hear the David Coulthard all of it?
No, what was it?
It was Lando is trying to play Max's game, but he doesn't know the rules, which was hilarious.
Okay,
that's a good way to put it, though.
Just dropping diss tracks.
That is a good line. Yeah,
it was, and it's accurate. Like that. Like if Max Verstappen's doing that in the exact same situation, he's 100% blocking the middle to the inside, and you could see it. They were pointed at each other off the start.
That's fair. And then you had a whole bunch of shit happen in turn one. Gabriel Bortoleto decided to absolutely send one. Takes out Stroll.
Revenge.
A little bit of revenge.
Oh, dear.
But it took himself out, too. So was it really revenge?
No, a very crappy attempt at it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had a restart, and not a whole lot really happened up front. Max ran away with it. There never really seemed to be a challenge from Norris. Would you agree with that?
No. Yeah, there wasn't really, like, I know that his race engineer was like, yeah, just full on send it, chase him down. It was way too far out. That Red Bull was way too far out.
From what I was told, there was no fight, really.
No, and then apparently there was an issue at the end, and he dropped back like 15 seconds behind him.
Yeah.
Like, Russell almost caught Norris by the end.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Apparently Russell was nursing an issue the whole time.
Well, Norris was it.
Really?
Yeah.
The fuel, because he pushed so hard.
That's what happened to Norris? Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah, because so realistic. So the pass on, what was it, on Leclerc happened around lap, or with like 15 laps to go. So he pushed hard for like a solid 10 to 12 laps probably. I think it was with like 2 or 3 to go. That's when he had to let off, because they were like, "Oh shit, we may not make minimum fuel. That could get us disqualified." Well, you may as well have done it then.
Honestly, yeah. That is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, that's not a good look. But I think the look that they gave themselves after was even worse somehow.
Yes.
Yep.
So, before we get into the obvious elephant in the room, which is the McLaren's disqualification, any performances you want to talk about in this race?
Where did everybody finish? Kimi Antonelli did great.
That's what I wanted to say.
Kimi.
Where did he start? P17. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Ends up on the podium. Yeah. Through disqualifications.
Good for him.
On the podium.
Also had a 5-second penalty.
And had a 5-second penalty for that. I mean, it was deserved.
It was.
Well,
he was moving
to be in P17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you get a penalty for that.
Yeah.
P4 and then DQ P3, but still an incredible drive. We commend you, Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, I think
Thank you for being memorable in this boring race.
Sainz, I think, did fine to finish 5th. That's nice for him. again,
overall weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, with everyone
Mhm.
moving up because of like the disqualifications, obviously. Hadjar, really good for him to bring it home 6th. So yeah, and Haas double
Oh, wow,
points
good
as well.
performances.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Good
guess
for Haas.
Again,
only
they
other-
didn't finish in the points, but disqualifications brought them 9 and 10. So
Yeah.
you're not too
Points are
unhappy with
points.
that. Yeah, that's fair.
Points are points.
you said Hamilton getting into the points as well, right, from P20?
I actually don't think that's a good result compared to the
Considering
Antonelli
where
one.
he's
So I wasn't. Listen, Hamilton got into the points. He gained 2 free spots on the opening lap because of crashes. Antonelli was still 5 spots ahead of him. So,
yeah.
you know,
Well,
I
then,
don't actually think it was a great performance.
Didn't Hamilton also have? Yeah, well, okay, yeah, it was Hamilton that also had Albon just like
Crash into him.
drive it straight up his ass. So
That Albon thing was weird. You saw that though, the pit stop.
yeah, well, his radio was out,
Oh,
so he
yeah.
couldn't tell them fix the front wing. But at the same time, you have cameras that can show you just lost the entire.
You
end
also
plate.
have him
Mhm.
in the car pointing at the wing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And like in that moment, if I'm Albon, I will take the 2 seconds of stopping and making sure everything's good.
rather than going around again, coming down the lane.
Yeah.
Again.
And like that's one of those things where the automated lights and the guns fuck you over as a driver.
Yeah.
Like you kind of need a lollipop man in that just to be like, nope, hold it, do not go.
Yeah.
So yeah, because again, he ended up retiring. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
But if you have damage in the car and you don't have a radio, talk get them to fix it before going back out. But
Mhm.
I guess not.
Only other performances were the race director. Just what the fuck was that?
Honestly,
you had
yeah, that was
You had
garbage.
marshals on the track, turn 1.
Not only that, but when you were watching the broadcast, the map they show you where the green or the yellow flags are, right? That's
Yeah.
tied to
Mhm.
what race control has. We knew there was an accident in the first corner. We knew, there was crashes there. Yellow flags were still there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You didn't call anything as cars were coming down there. So what were you doing, race control?
Nobody.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
But
That's not good.
That's another fuck up after what? How long ago was Mexico?
Yeah.
Like 3 races ago.
Yeah, the cars
Yeah.
coming down the track with marshals in the braking area, in the runoff, while you're covering it with double wave yellows only, not even VSC. You had so much time to just throw a VSC.
Oh.
Unbelievably stupid. Some marshals gonna get killed one of these days.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Like,
So
I don't know why race control can be really stupid sometimes. And even in the W Series race, like we were talking before this, I was showing Taylor a clip of the W Series. Or sorry, Formula Academy. Not W Series anymore, it's Formula Academy.
F1 Academy.
F1 Academy? Fuck. Okay, F1 Academy.
Right.
There was a crash before the race even started on the formation lap. Or first lap, whatever,
Mhm.
behind the safety car.
With championship implications.
Well,
But
yeah,
anyway,
because what's her name? I can't remember now. Won the championship.
Maya Woog,
Yes, Maya
Dorian.
Pin won the championship.
Well, Pin.
And Maya was the in second.
Dorian.
But anyway, so she crashed. They brought a tractor out on the track. There's no white flags. there is.
Oh.
I don't know why the marshals were drunk or if the race control was drunk.
I honestly, okay, so here's my
Yes.
one of my what I'm wondering is to were they short on marshals, so they didn't have somebody who is a dedicated white flagger like that? They usually do. Like every time I've done F1, they have somebody who's doing the white flag. Usually it's white and green, and holding the safety car board. Because like this is exactly what Paige and I did in Montreal for the F1 Academy race. So I am actually also flabbergasted with what was going on there.
I think it's Vegas. They were drinking.
I don't know. They're so like, I don't know. I don't want to think about like that way about the marshals.
It's bad.
But it's questionable. I mean, there was another incident where there's absolutely no hustle. There's an active incident, and these guys are just like walking like they're just taking a stroll in the park.
Oh yeah, I didn't show
you
that
like,
one.
guys,
yeah,
hustle.
I know exactly when that was.
Hustle.
One of the cars.
We are not walking.
Yeah. So yeah, I was unimpressed with Vegas as a race. I did not like the marshals. I did not like the race direction. I thought the race itself was rather boring. The last 20 laps, nothing happened. After the final pit stops, nothing was happening.
Yep.
That makes it so tough to stay awake.
You had
Get
Ollie
this
Behrman
race
in
off
the
the
middle
calendar.
of an unk fight.
Yes, basically, that was it.
That was all I got.
If I could have one F1 wish, it is get Vegas off the schedule.
I agree. I will forever hate this race. I never liked it. I think last year I actually did stay up for it, and I was like, why? Why did I do that? It was also boring. I don't think we've had an exciting Vegas.
No. If it had rained, maybe. Because that qualifying was fun.
Maybe. It's just like they can't sell tickets to this race. No fans go.
The time
it's
is
all
terrible.
Influencers. Timing is terrible. It's not great. All around, it's not great. They got so desperate to sell tickets that they started offering payment plans for single day tickets. That's how desperate that they started getting. You can't pay $4,000?
When the
Here,
eventual
break it up over a year.
when the eventual AI bubble pops, as well as the economy, Vegas is going to be the absolute first race dropped off the F1 schedule. I guarantee it. Give it 2 years. It ain't coming back 2027.
I hope it doesn't, and I honestly hope
Steven,
when that bubble pops, that Miami goes.
Do not look up the Vegas contracts. I see your head. I'm really just going like, oh, I don't know.
I'm not.
Uh-huh. Because I'm pretty sure
I
they have
honestly-
signed an extension for like the next decade.
Yes.
Oh, I hate this race is stupid. This
It
race
sucks.
in Miami, I wish would be the two that they would just like, honestly, go and die, please.
Okay, funny enough, Vegas has been
Stupid
renewed
races.
until 2027. 2028, this is definitely off the calendar.
Okay, isn't Miami around till like the next like 5 billion years?
Yeah. That one had oh my god, it's through 2041. That's not a year. That's not a
serious?
real year.
Are we serious? That dog shit race 2041 with its dumb fake marina.
I'm 90% sure it'll be underwater by then.
Y'all, what dumb decisions. But anyway,
2040s. Wow.
we're signing deals until then. What is happening?
It's going to be hilarious when COTA is off the schedule and Miami is the only American race. So, look forward to that. Anyway, so let's talk about the disqualifications. After the race, we wake up to the wonderful news that McLaren gets a double disqualification because of, was it the skidwear plate?
Skid plates.
Yeah.
Both sides,
Two-
front and rear.
Under
Oh.
the minimum thickness. By like slim margins.
I mean,
Although
when you're measuring
Oscars
millimeters.
was more. he had way more wear than Lando's car. Very interesting. The setup the setup difference between their cars, I'm like,
Suspicious?
I think so. Honestly, I think this is like kind of feeding into the conspiracy that they're messing just enough with Piastri's car that maybe it's not noticeable, but it's noticeable in the dip in performance. Even the drivers are saying it's strange.
Yes.
When you have the drivers also commenting saying it's really strange, the dip in performance, because you don't just like forget how to drive
because
week to week.
Piastri was whooping Lando's ass most of the year.
So I think that like this is part of like they definitely tinkered with his car setup to the point where it's like noticeably different. But anyway, what a gift. What a gift to all the F1 fans who wanted like the championship to go to the very last race.
And like as much as it sucks for I would say Piastri to get disqualified, the fact that that actually helps him by both them being disqualified, like he's now within 24 points versus whatever the gap was going to be after this race.
Yeah.
Max is within 24 points with 2.5 races to go, should we say?
Yep.
Because of sprint bullshit. If a sprint race decides this, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yo.
Oh.
Yeah, because if Max, so like say Max wins next week, right? And McLaren does horribly in Qatar, which I don't think is going to happen, or it might happen. They're not necessarily the strongest car in Qatar, but say they're out of the points and Max wins. Max is ahead by 1 point going into Abu Dhabi. Crazy. This could be it might even be crazier than the like 2021 or whatever Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. For the fans out there that are calling this just F1 trying to manufacture a close championship, how many disqualifications have we seen this year with the skid plate wear?
Multiple.
Ferrari was double in China.
Ferrari was double.
Yep.
Like I'm pretty sure there's been like
There was another
5.
one. Yeah. There's been multiple. I literally was just looking at this too. Oh, here. There's been 5. Yes. So
okay.
Lewis and Charles, in 2023.
Yep.
The plank was 2 thin.
2023.
2023. No, 2025. There's been 5 this year because I'm like, why does it say 2023? The US GP, plank 2 thin. Bahrain, Hulkenberg, plank 2 thin. And then the Chinese GP, Hamilton and Leclerc again, for plank being 2 thin. Yeah. So a total of 5, now 7.
Yeah. So, like, we know they're checking these. We know it's a legitimate penalty. And you can see there's photos on the end. Like, even if you watch the last lap of the race, Lando is still sparking down the track. Like, they clearly ran the car too low. Honestly, I assume the shitty practice sessions screw with their setup.
Probably. Probably. I do think it's funny.
The practice sessions screw with it, and then setting it up maybe for the rain screwed with it. Like, I truly think they messed that up. And they know they did. They're not even fighting it. They're just like, yep.
No, Stella didn't even show up to the press conference after.
Yeah.
The disqualification happened, and he's like, yep, there's nothing I can say about this.
Yeah.
Like, it happens. But I do find it very funny that people are just up in arms and like, oh, they're trying to manufacture a close championship. I'm like, this stuff happens, guys. It's the nature of racing. But also, thank goodness it happens because we get a close championship. And Lando has to fight for it just a bit.
So, who would you rather be going the last 2 races? Would you rather be Piastri, Lando, or Max?
Max. Max, absolutely.
I want to say Lando.
No, Max is living rent-free in Lando's head. You know this. Lando consistently, like, these things get to him. They knock his confidence for whatever reason. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if next weekend we don't see a good performance from Lando. He's never dealt well with these situations.
No, he hasn't. He really hasn't.
Like, unless it's handed to him, he doesn't know how to deal with the pressure. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely Max. Max knows he lives at rent free in everyone's heads, including George.
Is Max
George
the betting favorite?
No.
Ooh. Still not?
No. Norris has the points in hand. So like in a certain respect you would want to be Lando. The same point, Max has, I think, the best opportunity because, well, one, like you said, Lando is prone to these high pressure situations to screw up. McLaren has shown that they are also prone to high pressure situations.
True.
And having their screw ups. I really want Piastri to come out strong in Qatar just to force them into a decision of do we abandon papaya rules on like out in the open? Because like again, we're very much
out in the open.
Well, again, we're very much in the Sergeant Dokes. We can't prove that McLaren has fucked Piastri's car, but we're pretty sure they've fucked with his car.
Yeah.
It could just be
okay,
a
but
bad
I
run of form.
still think that the proof is in the disqualification. I'm just saying. There was more on Piastri's car. I think that this is proof that it's happening. And my delusions say it is so.
Fair enough.
I think we can make a good case.
Okay, so going into the last two race weekends, Norris is a minus 350, Max plus 275, Piastri plus 1600. You have $1.
Really?
You have $1. Who are you putting it on?
Max 6 races ago. Because that's what I actually did.
At what odds?
I hope at good odds.
What'd you put at the odds, Steve? What were the odds?
Oh, it was like plus 750 or something like that.
It's not bad.
I'll take
That's
500
decent.
points.
Anyway, so I know Steven's bet on Max now, so Norris is so winning this championship.
No,
No,
it's
he's
going to be Piastri.
I hope, honestly, I would be fine if it's Piastri or Max. I do not want it to be Lando. I really, really don't want it to be Lando. So I'm just like, at this point, are we gonna hire a witch on Etsy to like curse him?
Ooh, good idea.
Do we do that?
So if Lando somehow, like, if we get a Piastri Max 1-2 in a sprint race, Lando somehow gets spun and bumped out of the points there, or Lando crashes in the main race, and we can get the points to being like under 10 for each one of them going to the final race, I will lose my mind at this point.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Under 10 points for like the top three, the three contenders, that would be crazy.
Could you imagine the pressure though of how hard do you
and then
how
obviously
hard would you defend knowing it's a three-way fight, and if you take another guy out, a third person can come in and take it? Like, that would be the most intense F1 championship ever with a three-way fight.
Yeah.
As long as this weekend...
Would we get another...
As long as they can close the gap on Lando, this championship finale will be fantastic. That's asking a lot.
Abu Dhabi would be like the best race since probably the Lewis Max incident.
Yeah.
But was it it was 2021, right?
Yeah, great race. Great season.
Great season, great race. Like absolutely like wild that finish. So I honestly think that we would, if that happened and a similar situation happened in Abu Dhabi, I feel like Zach Brown we would just see him walking up to the stewards and being like, this is ridiculous.
Yes.
I don't know if we would get a, like, I've sent you an email.
Okay. I need this to happen. I need this to go to Abu Dhabi. And I need 2 of the championship hopefuls to take each other out. Either Max and Lando, Max Piastri. I doubt that one for this scenario, for what I'm cooking up. Or Piastri, Lando. And I want to see a fight. I want to see drivers take each other out, know their championship's over, and just start throwing at each other. And if they're teammates, oh my God, it would be amazing.
Even
Return to, like, classic F1 in, like, the 90s, 80s, 90s.
80s, 70s, yes.
When they would just do that.
So that is what I need to see in these last 2 races. Setting up a brawl. And then, you know what? If it's the 2 teammates fighting, a brawl in the garage between the 2 sides of the garage.
You know what would be even funnier is if the president of the GPDA was just in the middle being like, guys, we need to stop fighting.
Meanwhile, he's beefing with the fucking champion in that case? Yeah, okay.
No, he's so... Ugh. He's so dumb. His comments were so stupid. I'm like, Max is over here just vibing and you're just salty and mad. Anyway.
So anyway, quick Qatar predictions.
Lando DNF.
Lando wins it and cements the championship.
Yeah, you gotta say it so that way it doesn't happen.
I mean,
true.
If he wins and, can extend it past 25 points in the last race, he is set.
Unfortunately.
So. But how did they do last year at that race?
Not well. I don't think well.
Max won last year.
They struggled. Mm-hmm.
Piastri was 3rd.
Okay, that's fine.
Lando was 10th.
Oh my God, we might have some hope, people.
So,
We might have some hope.
What I was going to say is Piastri gets in front and Zach Brown says, fuck it, we're going to team order this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't listen.
Piastri doesn't listen, which would be hilarious.
That would be glorious.
No,
Which honestly
okay.
fair. I ain't listening.
I feel like though, yeah, honestly, why would you listen to that? Because like that's stupid. But I would wonder about like contract because like contracts in F1 really don't matter. They'll axe you at any point. So it's like, is he talking to other teams at this point? And that's why he's just like, I don't really care. Do whatever. That would be the best way to like be giving them the middle finger on the way out if you had something in the works. You never know.
But I don't know where he'd go.
Ferrari.
They want Behrman.
No.
That's true. They do want Behrman. Or Mercedes.
Yeah.
I can see Piastri at Mercedes.
No.
Kick George out. But unfortunately, they just signed contracts, so probably not.
You just said contracts mean nothing, so.
I know. But George would put up a fit. Do you think Toto wants to deal with that?
George will put up
as
a
his
fit
manager?
regardless.
Oh, that's such a good point. We'll see what happens, but I would love to see Piastri just kind of like be like, no. Maybe he can feel what I feel.
That's fair. Anyway, end of the year will be very exciting to watch. I think we should move on to the other fun news of the week, which is that Mick Schumacher is confirmed to be joining IndyCar in 2026.
Yay! Round of applause.
He is racing in the 47 car with Graham Rahal and Louis Foster making up the other 2 drivers of Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing.
Is he doing all of them? I didn't read fully, but is he doing
he's
all?
doing all of them.
Even ovals? Good for him. That's super exciting.
I'm gonna put it down now. Okay. Prediction.
I swear on my life, if you say Mick Schumacher Indy 500,
Mick Schumacher wins the Indy 500.
I was literally going to say that. It's
Listen,
so Mick Schumacher is our
hear
Indy
me out.
500 2026 champion.
Tell me if you've heard this story before. Guy can't get a seat in F1, comes over to IndyCar, wins the Indy 500. I don't know. It's like a story that's been written multiple times the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Rossi. What was it?
Marcus Ericsson.
Marcus Ericsson, yep.
Very recently.
And he beats Award.
Awards in second. Again, by a slim margin.
Stop
that poor
cursing,
guy.
So,
that poor man.
Before we talk actually about the Mick thing and our thoughts on it, I'm amazed at how many former Ferrari Academy drivers end up in IndyCar. Ferrari is a pipeline to IndyCar.
At this point, yes, they are the feeder series. They are the feeder team.
Like if Prima continues its team next year, you'll have Mick Schumacher, Robert Schwartzman, Cal Milat, all IndyCar or for Ferrari guys going to IndyCar. Marcus Armstrong used to be a Ferrari guy.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
You could kind of count Marcus Ericsson for being in like the Alfa Romeo, maybe.
Yeah, it is.
They were
Ferrari.
B team.
It's with yeah. That counts.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I think there's one more, but I can't remember the top of my head now. Anyway, if you want to IndyCar, go to Ferrari.
Former IndyCar Grosjean was within the Ferrari family as well, being at Haas.
Very true. I'm pretty sure. I also think Wickens was in the Ferrari umbrella back in the day too. Before he, anyway, I'm just saying, if you've been in the Ferrari umbrella, there's a good chance you end up in IndyCar. Was Rossi in the Ferrari umbrella? No, I don't think so. No. Anyway, just that was kind of funny.
That is very funny.
A lot of Ferrari rejects go to IndyCar. So, how do you guys feel about Mick coming over? Do you think this is a good career move? And what expectations do you have from him in IndyCar?
Well, if it's anything like some of the others, he could do all right. It's a little different.
It's a great move.
Yeah, it's a little different because he's hopping out of where was he last year? WEC, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, sports cars.
Not straight from Formula 2, so maybe there'll be a bit of an adjustment back, but he's also getting a full off season to simulate and acclimate, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like it's hard to say now because like we were like Prema's going to be shit, especially on ovals. They won the Indy 500 pole and looked decent on ovals at the end of the season, so I don't fucking know.
I said Prema. He's with Rahal, not Prema.
No, I know, but that's
okay.
that's our direct comparison right now was of the latest guy to jump across, right? So
true.
Like, I don't know, he could be all right. Who knows? He's got a long lead time to try and get up to speed here, and I'm sure he's going to have a whole lot more testing to do. Other than what was it? They did Barber earlier.
Yeah,
we've also seen guys coming from a sports car background be successful in IndyCar. Robert Wickens, where he came from DTM. Scott McLaughlin came from supercars. Like, you can have sports car backgrounds and translate that pretty well into IndyCar, it seems.
Yeah,
I think it'll just be a better fit. Like, I feel like in IndyCar, there's like less pressure than F1. Like, F1 has insane pressure for whatever reason. But, like, IndyCar, I think you have a little bit, I don't know, less expectation, even though it's, like, it's such great racing. it doesn't carry the same weight, I guess, unfortunately, even though it should. But I do think it might be a better fit for him. I'm really excited to see what he does. I think it's going to be great. Not that, like, I'm not going to say I expect big things, but I just hope good things for him because I think he deserves it. Like, he kind of had a bad, like, it wasn't a great experience that he had in F1. Like, I think there was way too many expectations of him just because his last name is Schumacher.
Yep.
So, I just hope that he's able to kind of like find his niche in IndyCar.
I think that's fair. And we know also Rahal has made some other moves than just Schumacher. Did they just sign? Who did they just sign? Damn, I had it. I'm gonna put it now. Former McLaren guy to join on the team.
McLaren guy.
Yeah, the guy who was like the head of their shit. Ah, man. Now I'm
Oh.
losing it.
Right. Yes.
Here it is. Yeah. Gavin Ward.
Oh,
Right.
Canadian.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Gavin Ward just moved over to Rahal.
Okay.
They've locked up Louis Foster for the next little while. Graham's still Graham. And now you have Mick. That's actually not a bad team to build around.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Like, I think that's quite useful. And, you know, if they're getting better. They did win the Indy 500 a couple of years ago with Sato. So there is a chance this team may surprise you next year.
Maybe. I think like Mick's also young enough where I feel like he can just like switch somewhat easily. Like it's not like he's been doing the same thing for 20 years.
For the record, Callum Ilott is older than Mick Schumacher.
That's wild.
Wow.
How much older though? Like a year?
Yeah.
2 years?
Yes. Robert
Okay.
Schwartzman, same age as Mick Schumacher.
Indy 500 pole.
I think Mick could definitely. I think he'll do well. I think he'll surprise people with some performances. I also think it could be good for his career. You know, you get the notoriety, you do well. If, let's say, another IndyCar driver shows he can maybe be competitive in F1 in a year or two, then maybe people see it as a series where you can pluck a talent from.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
All around.
How old is Colton Herta again?
Is he the same age?
As I'm checking right
I
now.
thought he was older.
Or is he-
Herta's 25, so he's 1 year younger.
He's 25. Oh my gosh.
I know, you feel like Herta's been around forever, right? He's only 25.
Yes. How is going on? This wild.
Yeah. So
Just as wild as Kiffin Simpson just turning 21.
he's
Also
he's
crazy.
not even the youngest on the grid.
Wild.
Yes. The youngest on the grid is Nolan Siegel. He just turned 21 a couple weeks ago.
Oh boy.
Yes. They're babies.
They're so tiny.
And then you got the old guy still in the sport. Will Power. 44. Scott Dixon is what, 45? Yeah, you know. We'll still have better than years on all these kids because they are
Oh yeah.
fucking awesome.
They're still gonna come out and have legendary years next year.
So anyway, yeah, I think it'll be a good move, and I'm interested to see how he does next year. I'll be cheering for Mick. Also, I'm excited just even more, I think, for like the Markham race to be like, wow, these guys are driving on the streets I used to drive all the time on.
There is a Schumacher in Markham. What the fuck?
Honestly, weird shit to think about. So, yeah. Anything else? IndyCar? No, we can move on from that.
Well, I was gonna say just quickly one thing
Yeah.
that we didn't do last week, even though it got announced. Ryan Hunter-Ray is driving with McLaren in their 4th entry next year.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, right.
So
that's a good pick.
that was
Right.
yeah, it was a bit of a surprise.
Former winner, get in there.
Yeah.
Can also kind of be a mentor. Maybe tell Pato how it's done.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. That'll be an interesting fit. We'll see how that car does.
yeah.
Doesn't have
So
the best history.
NASCAR. Oh my God, this trial is one of the greatest things to ever happen in terms of off-track entertainment.
Oh, NASCAR. Guys.
So, one, this is just a lesson for everyone out there. Don't text shit. If you're going to talk shit, if you're going to talk shit, you call. If I'm going to talk shit about Steven, I'll call one of our buddies. But I would never talk shit about Steven.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I have you. I have texts from you that shit talk me. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's to your face. It's fine.
That's what best friends are supposed to do.
But anyway,
How you
don't
keep each
shit-talk
other
people
accountable.
on text messages that can be taken in a court.
That can be taken in court and possibly ruin your business and lead to
Yes.
a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
When you
neither
are...
neither Sean nor I are worth that much money, so
No,
It's
here's
fine.
the thing. The lesson is if you are like exec, just like don't leave the paper trail. Have your weird, crappy backdoor meetings where you like just hate on everybody in your company. But don't do it when like you can get caught, especially with an active lawsuit going on. Didn't this like just happen too?
Yes.
Like within the last season?
Also, like, from seeing the NASCAR text and that shit getting released and like the Epstein email shit, you know what? People over the age of 40 should not have a fucking phone. Maybe that would be better in the world.
Like clearly
Give them a landline back,
But, like-
and then like don't give them phones. Don't give them ways to contact people. God, old
Don't they
people suck
also-
with technology.
But don't they also give people training in companies like all the time for this kind of stuff?
not the high level.
Yeah, when you're at a certain level of the
Oh,
company,
I
you
guess.
have this thing called an ego, and you don't need training. I know what I'm doing.
Also, to answer your question, this is from August 2023. So, when they were trying to force through all of the updated charters and...
Wasn't it this year? Was that 2024? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the specific dates at this point.
No, it's been dragging on far too
yeah.
long. I don't
Two
know anymore.
of the emails that I think are very fascinating is the one where they are, again, shit-talking their own people, like shit-talking Richard Childress Racing and, like, Denny Hamlin for doing, like, SRX, and just, like, blatantly going after the owners of teams in your series. Guys who have, again, I would shit on RCR too. Well, just not even RCR. Richard Childress. I think, yeah, he can be a dumbass. The guy carried NASCAR in the 90s, early 2000s. He was one of the big three at that time. And yet you're going to shit on him and just say he's a dumb redneck? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's not just because he dares question you, let's just, say he's not loyal to NASCAR. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think that's absolutely hilarious, and I want to see guys going after each other now and a little more animosity in the NASCAR garage, because I do feel there needs to be more of that, actually. But also the one where they basically said, hey, we need to get rid of this SRX series because it's competition. Maybe if you run a monopoly on a specific type of racing series, don't say you hate competition.
Yeah.
Not the brightest move.
Fucking wild, right? Again, you're not going to know you're going to be sued for this in a year or two. But
You're not gonna know.
maybe don't hate on a series that is trying to do things differently, that was getting attention. Because, yeah, when SRX first came around, it was actually pretty entertaining. It had a fun kind of little short track model.
Yep.
And
had the nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Of it's all the old people you saw as a kid or when you were younger.
Yep.
That was it.
And then it was going to a bunch of short tracks, and it actually made NASCAR realize it had to do something. If SRX wasn't there, they wouldn't have gone to Bowman Gray. They wouldn't have done North Wilkesboro, like stuff like that. They had to do that in response to SRX, and yet they're saying in their emails, we need to get rid of the series. It's almost like competition is a good thing, but at the same time, do not say that in regards to IndyCar having 2 series, because that also was a terrible thing. But we're just not gonna go down that road. I'm not saying split up NASCAR. I'm just saying NASCAR stop being a little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
These I was gonna say these texts are also a little wild.
Like what? What do you got?
The one that where Childress is an idiot. He needs to be taken out back and flogged. What?
And yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why is that the threat? Why do I feel like it's something different, but they cleaned it up for release?
But also, if you think of the subtext of Southerners
No, that's fair.
flogging someone, there is a lot of history there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, search flogging in the Carolinas and just see what comes up. Yeah. Again, not like that's intentionally the message behind it, but like, again, the subtext of it, the idea of flogging being possibly a pretty bad punishment, kind of can seep in there culturally through just the South.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, then all of the he's short-sighted and self-serving. He has nothing without NASCAR.
that is pot calling kettle black, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
NASCAR
Realize-
is also self-serving, and without anyone else, they'd have nothing. Like, that's like,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
mean?
Without your teams, you'd also have nothing. Without your fans, you would also have nothing. So
Nothing.
without Richard Childress and Dale Earnhardt in the 90s, you wouldn't have had the fucking boom you did to then
yeah,
become as big and as
Mhm.
rich and like, come on. What do you mean? There's also all this weird shit about like loyalty in there. And like, oh, you know, you have to be loyal to NASCAR. Which,
That's so wild.
yeah.
Like, ew.
I can understand why I think Chip Ganassi wanted to get away from NASCAR. When he said, I'm
Yeah,
done,
it
I'm
sounds
packing
like
up,
a
I'm out.
toxic relationship.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all we got.
Wild.
Yeah,
I wonder
when-
what else is going to be revealed in this lawsuit.
what's the
cannot
next
wait for it.
hearing?
When I mentioned earlier, would you rather have had these text released or the Horner text release?
Oh,
Oof. I think both deserve to be released.
Agreed. I actually like these better because I don't have to see a cringy 40-year-old, 50-year-old, I don't know, trying to get laid. I can just watch old men just like stab the guys in the back they call their friends and just watch the outcome.
Yep.
ooh, trial
That's
starts
true.
on Monday.
Oh. So next week's going to be a courtroom episode.
Live from the courtroom.
SIU NASCAR Victims Unit.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway, is that all we got for this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. On that wonderful note, thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next week to talk all things motorsports. Please give a like, subscribe, all those things, share, help us grow and get more people listening. Always helps. Anyway, yeah. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at sparepartsracing. That's sparepartsracing, and on TikTok at sparepartspod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.